Urinetown. Not the place, of course. The musical. Urinetown, the place is, well, it's a place you'll hear people referring to a lot throughout the show.
You hear the news? They carted old so-and-so off to Urinetown the other day.
Is that so? What'd he do?
Oh, such and such, I hear.
Well, what do you know? Old so-and-so.
It's a kind of mythical place, you understand? A bad place. A place you won't see until Act 2, and then, well, let's just say it's filled with symbolism and things like that. But Urinetown, the musical, well, here we are. Welcome. It takes place in a town like any town that you might find in a musical. This here is the first setting of the show. As the sign says, it's a public amenity, meaning public toilet. These people have been waiting for hours to get in. It's the only amenity they can afford to get into.
Say, Officer Lockstock, is this where you tell the audience about the water shortage?
What's that, little Sally?
You know, the water shortage, the hard times, the drought. A shortage so awful that private toilets eventually become unthinkable. A premise so absurd that...
Whoa, little Sally, not all at once. They'll hear more about the water shortage in the next scene.
Oh, I guess you don't want to overload them with too much exposition, huh?
Everything in its time, little Sally. You're too young to understand this now, but nothing can kill a show like too much exposition.
How about bad subject matter?
Well...
A bad title, even? That could kill a show pretty good.
Well, little Sally, suffice it to say that in Urinetown, the musical, everyone has to use public bathrooms in order to take care of their private business. That's the central conceit of the show. Better hope your pennies add up to the fee. We can't have you peeing for free. If you do, we'll catch you. We never fail, and we never bother with jail.
You'll get Urinetown, off you go to Urinetown, away with you to Urinetown.
You won't need bail. Later on, you'll learn that these public bathrooms are controlled by a private company. They keep admission high generally, so if you're down on your luck, you have to come to a place like this. One of the poorest, filthiest urinals in town.
And you can't just go in the bushes either. There's laws against it.
That's right, little Sally. Harsh laws, too. That's why little Sally here is counting her pennies. Isn't that right, little Sally?
I'm very close, officer. Only a few pennies away.
Aren't we all, little Sally? Aren't we all?
Excuse me, sir, but can you tell me the way to the private company that controls these public bathrooms?
You mean you're in good company?
That's the one.
You'll meet the guy that runs You're in Good Company later. That there is his daughter.
It's quite a ways from here, man. You see, this here's the bad part of town.
So it is.
But if you squint, you can just make out their headquarters rising above the skyline.
The gleaming tower on the hill?
That's the one.
Gosh, it's beautiful.
You most certainly are.
Pardon?
It most certainly is.
Oh dear, I'm late already. Thanks ever so much for the directions and such. Bye.
Anytime.
Well, we've talked long enough, I imagine. Enjoy the show, and welcome to Urinetown, the musical! You have come to see people can't be free, can't be free.
First act lasts an hour.
That lasts an hour.
Assume you're
Don't
fine.
assume you're fine.
Now there
Often is a line. This is Urinetown. What does you hear at Urinetown? They sooner says that Urinetown, all by design. It's the oldest story. Masses are oppressed. Faces, clothes, and bladders all distressed. Rich folks get the good life. Poor folks get the woe. In the end, it's nothing you don't know. You're at Urinetown. Your ticket should say Urinetown. No refunds, this is Urinetown. We'll
That means you, old man strong.
496, 497, just a few more. Penny for a morning pea, sir? Spare a morning pea for a morning pea, sir?
What's that?
A nickel or a dime, maybe.
Out of my way, child. I'm peeing of my own to attend to. I don't have it.
Then go get it.
Come on, Penny. You know I'm good for it.
That's what you said last week, and I still haven't seen Pennywise. And it is Pennywise to you.
Bobby, reason with the woman. Short this morning.
No shorter than yesterday. Unless a girl.
He's my paw, Miss Pennywise. Can he come in for free? Just this once?
Get your head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong. No one gets in for free.
Now, Miss Pennywise, we've all had to make special arrangements with people in high places over the years. Why can't we just let this be ours?
If old man Strong gets it for free, then so do I.
And I.
Quiet back there. No one's getting anywhere for free. Don't you think I have bills to pay? Don't you think I have taxes and tariffs and payoffs to meet too? Well, I do. And I don't pay them with promises, see? I pay them with cash. Cold, hard cash. Every morning you all come here. And every morning some of you've got reasons why you ain't gonna pay. And I'm here to tell you, you is gonna pay.
But Miss Pennywise.
I said no buts, Bobby.
In the name of God, Penny, what difference would it
What
make?
difference? Times are hard, our cash is tight. You got the right, I've heard it all before. Justice once is once, come on, the once they once, the water once was more. I run the only toy in this part of town, you see. So if you've gotta go, you've got to go through me. It's a privilege to pee. Water's worth its weight in gold these days. Now my bathroom's like in olden days. You come here and pay a fee for the privilege to pee. 20 years we've had the drought, and our reservoirs have all dried up. I take my bath now in a coffee cup. I boil what's left of it for tea, and it's a privilege to pee. The politicians in their wisdom saw that there should be a law. The politicians taxed the toilets and made illegal public urination and defecation. So come and give your coins to me. Write your name here in the record book. The authorities will want to look if you've been regular with me. If you pay the proper fee for the privilege to pee.
But Miss Pennywise.
I said no buts, Bobby. You're a sweet-looking boy, and I'd like to keep you around. But this man ain't coming in without paying. Not this time.
I can't wait much longer, Bobby. There's no telling what I might do.
You think you've got some kind of right. Kind of right, kind of right. You think you'll come in here and go for free. Snag a free. The only thing you'll get is no for free. I'm a business gal, you see. Business gal, you see. I sell the privilege to be. The good Lord made us, so we piss each day until we piss away. The good Lord makes sure that we're going to must soon come out again. So you're no different from lonely me.
But Miss Pennywise.
That's enough, Bobby.
And I think I'll charge you twice.
No need to jeopardize your position.
Or better yet, have you arrested.
I'm through with all of this, you
Since
see.
you prefer the law gets tested.
Scraping for cash 3 times a
And if
day.
you're in town, you'll see.
I can't take
Boy,
it.
it's done like me.
I'm through with all this. I'm through with all of this.
For the privilege
a whole lot more than that.
Hey, Strong Man Strong! He ain't waiting! He's going! I'm going!
No, you're not. All right, then make way. Make way. Can you make way?
Ah, that feels much better.
So if it ain't Old Man Strong.
The same.
Is this your doing, Strong?
It is.
Seize him. You've done a terrible thing here today, Strong.
I did what I thought was necessary.
Grab him up, Bobby. Never thought I'd live to see the day.
Breaking the Public Health Act is an exiling offense, Strong. Quite exiling.
What if it is? I feel better now, and that's all I cared about.
Oh, Pa. Always knew we'd get you in the end, Joseph Strong. Take him away.
Bobby! Pa! Bobby! Don't forget me, Bobby! Don't forget, Bobby! Bobby! Tell your mother. Tell your mother that I love her. Bobby, remember me! Remember me, boys! Oh, God, what have I done? What have I done? Remember me!
Remember, Bobby once became of him.
Remember!
How he indulged a whim. Remember how he made a mockery. He shunned the crockery. Off to the dockery. Don't be like him.
What became of him? What do you mean by that?
All I'm saying is keep your head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong. That's all I'm saying. Good day.
All right, who's ready to pay?
It's my last few dollars, but I'll pay.
Me too.
Me too.
Well, I'll pay, Bobby Strong, always and forever, just so long as you keep letting us pay.
Oh, Pa, what's to become of you?
Back to work then, Bobby. The morning rush is on.
Where's my dough?
Well, isn't that the question we're all asking ourselves, Senator? Where's my dough? From the cop on the beat to the little baby asleep in his mother's arms. We're all asking ourselves the same question. Where's my dough? And by dough, of course, I mean money.
Gladwell, now I made my speech, and I'll ask you again. Where is my dough?
There'll be plenty of dough for everyone, Senator, as soon as the new fee hikes breeze through the legislature.
Yes, well, I was hoping to wait out the vote on my latest fact-finding mission to Rio. Wouldn't want to be around when the new fee hikes breeze through.
You think I've gone too far this time, don't you, Phil?
It is a powder keg out there, Gladwell, and this time I think it's going to blow.
Daddy?
Whoa! Oh, darling, I thought you'd never get here.
Sorry I'm late, Daddy. I left just as soon as my exams were finished.
Well, how are things, dear?
Fine, Daddy, just fine. It feels great to be done with school, finally.
You see there, Miss McQueen? Beautiful, big-hearted, and now with a head full of the best stuff money can buy.
Well, if what's in her head is nearly as big as what's in her heart, I'm sure she'll be running this company in no time. She is a Cladwell after all, and we love her, and...
That'll be enough of that, Miss McQueen.
Yes, of course, sir.
Well, well, I'll be Hope Gladwell, and my, all grown up too.
Hello, Senator.
Come to join your father's little operation?
Oh, it's just a fax copy position, of course. First day.
A fax copy girl, huh? Your father said we'd be expecting a new fax copy girl. He neglected to mention, however, how beautiful she'd be. You'd be. And you are so beautiful. Why, even as a little girl.
That's enough of that, Tip. We don't want to keep you, Senator. You got a busy day ahead. You're going to have your hands full on the floor of the legislature, what with the fee hike vote and all.
Yes, well, they'll be full, Gladwell. And by this time tomorrow, I fully expect them to be full of cash.
Oh, they'll be full of cash, Senator, provided the fee hike vote goes through.
Oh, the fee hike vote is gonna go through, Cladwell, just as long as you come through with the cash.
No worries there, Senator. Once the fee hike vote goes through, there'll be nothing left to do but collect all the cash.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you, Cladwell, is that there won't be any reason to worry just so long as...
That's enough of that, Pip. I think we understand each other.
Yes. Well then. Goodbye.
Let's meet the staff. Staff! Staff, this here's my daughter, Hope Cladwell, our newest fax copy girl. Hope, meet the good people of You're in Good Company, or UGC as it's known for short.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Hope! Say something, Hope, darling.
Well, it's a great company, and I hope to help you make it even greater.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You see, ladies and gentlemen, 20 years ago, we came to this community with a simple proposition. Look the other way while we run this company the way we see fit, and we will keep the pee off the streets and the water in the ground. Now, Hope here has come to join our little operation to help us keep that promise, so promise me that you'll treat her like the Cladwell she is. For one day, she may be standing in the same shoes that I'm standing in today, the same shoes that I wore when I made that promise so many years ago. I saw gray skies foreboding and cold. I saw gray skies and made them ring gold. Now those skies aren't so bleak to behold. They're still gray, but they pay for your salaries tenfold. I took this town that formerly stank. I took this town and made it smell swag. I made flushing mean flush at the bank. I'm the man with the plan, and so who should you thank? Who?
Mr. Cladwell, we're so thankful for that bank full of dough. You're a Toreador and it's cash to pour. Could we hope for much more? We really doubt it.
You may be right there.
Mr. Cladwell, you got riches, which is just what we need. We say hail to you, the Duke of the Junkets.
I can bring in bucks by the buckets.
You're the master, you're making money.
Faster still than bees making honey.
You're Mr. Cladwell.
Gosh, I never realized large monopolizing corporations could be such a force for good in the world.
You do.
All those coins that we take from the throng end up here where those coins all belong. Lots of coins make our company strong.
Charging fees as we please is our right, it's not wrong.
We're not greedy, as some make us seem. We need funds for our big research team.
Man with land hopes we can't just see what it shows. No one knows, but hey, still we can dream.
Oh!
Mr. Cladwell,
Finding answers,
curing
cancers of doubt.
That's my dad!
Your ambitions are high, but your
feel so conflicted.
Nonsense. Did I send you to the most expensive university in the world to learn how to be conflicted or learn how to manipulate great masses of people?
To learn how to manipulate great masses of people, Daddy.
Which is exactly what we'll do. Now, get faxing.
And copying.
And welcome home, dear.
$537, 538. Just a few more.
Well, hello there, little Sally. Awfully late for a little girl to be out and about, especially on a night like tonight.
Oh, just scraping together a few more coins before the late night rush is all. You got one to spare?
Sure, little Sally. I'm in a good mood tonight.
Gee, thanks.
Say, Officer Lockstock, I was thinking, we don't spend too much time on hydraulics, do we?
Hydraulics, little Sally?
You know, hydraulics. Hydration, irrigation, or just plain old laundry. Seems with all this talk of water shortage and drought and whatnot, we might spend a little time on those things too. After all, a drought would affect hydraulics, you know.
Why, sure it would, little Sally, but how shall I put this? Sometimes, in a musical, it's better to focus on one big thing versus lots of little things. The audience tends to be much happier, and it's easier to write.
One big thing, huh?
That's right, little Sally.
Oh. Then why not hydraulics?
You better be going, little Sally. Wouldn't want you to miss last call. Miss Pennywise won't hold the gate open forever, you know.
Oh, right. Thanks for the coin. Bye.
What a night!
Everything cleaned up all right, Mr. Barrow?
Sure, same as always. Did you hear him scream though, Mr. Lockstock?
Old man Strong?
All the way down to Urinetown.
Oh, yes, I heard him, Mr. Barrow. But in the end, they all seem to scream now, don't they? As their journey into exile comes to a close and the spires of Urinetown peak just above the horizon, they do scream, Mr. Barrow. They most certainly do.
I suppose I thought he might be different somehow.
Different?
Old man Strong always seemed a bit tougher than the rest. I was hoping he might, I don't know, surprise us somehow.
If there's one thing I've learned from my many years of enforcing the laws in this city, it's that the journey down to Urinetown offers no surprises, not even for the very toughest among us. On that journey, expect only the expected. It's a hard, cold tumble of a journey worthy of a gurney, a bumble down, a slapped face, smacked with a mace. Certain to the bases are stumbled down. It's a path that leads you only one place. Harmon or retrace a crumble down. A hard, cold tumble of a tourney, jumble of a journey to Urinetown. Julie Cassidy went to a field behind a tree, saw there was no one who could see her key.
But me!
And Jacob Rosenblum thought he was safe up in his room. Didn't know the jars he kept up there would obligate a trip to Urinetown. There are those who think our method's vicious,
Overly malicious.
a bunch of brutes, but it's we who gather for the people.
Tavern to the steeple.
Lawful fruits, our task, bring a little order.
Swindle out a hoarder.
From what he loots, as the book says, certainly a season.
Trample out a tree.
With hobnail boots, Roger Roosevelt kept a cup below his belt. Cup ran over when he knelt. He smelt,
We dealt.
and Joseph, old man Strong, held his peace for much too long. Thought his son might bail him out. His guess was good, but also wrong. Now years passed, all up in the jungle, scooping out a bungle, nature's bowl. Life of constant deprivation, certain aggravation took its toll. Soon learned power of the trunks and organized function came to pawn. So if peace is what you're after, Urinetown's the rafter to hang it on.
Julie Cassidy.
Shake up rose and blue. Roger Roosevelt.
Don't be like them, don't be like them, don't be like them, don't be like them. Oh, it's a hard, cold tumble of a journey, worthy of a gurney, a bumble down, a slap, a face, a smack with a mace, a certain to the base is a stumble down. It's a path that leads you only one place, hard for a retrace, crumble down. A hard, cold tumble of a journey, jumble of a journey to Urinetown. Off you go then, boys, and happy hunting.
So have you made plans for your journeys yet?
To Urinetown?
To Rio, of course.
Oh, yes, Rio. Yes, well, I've had to squeeze Cladwell a bit tighter this month for our monthly payoffs, money bribes, extortion fees, and such. But overall, it's going rather well. I'm quite excited for...
Caution, Mr. Locksock. It would seem we're no longer alone.
Well, I'll be.
If I'm not mistaken, that there's his daughter.
So it is, and all grown up, too. Miss Cladwell, out a bit late, don't you think?
Oh, hello, officers.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were on a late night behind the bushes to relieve yourself for free kind of walk.
Oh, no, officers. I'm just coming home from work. First day.
Long hours.
Just like us.
There's some kind of big vote happening at legislature tonight. Plenty of faxing to do.
And copying, I imagine.
Oh, yes. And copying.
I must say, Miss Cladwell, your father mentioned the size and purity of your heart. But he failed to mention the size and purity of your beauty.
Does beauty have a size, officer?
In some countries. I'd take care of these streets at night, Miss Cladwell. There's no telling what some people wouldn't do for a few coins.
Especially with the new fee hikes and all.
Oh, I'm not afraid of people, officers.
Oh, no?
Not really. Everyone has a heart, you see. And as long as you know that, you need never fear a soul.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Even criminals?
Even criminals.
Even policemen?
What? Bobby Strong.
Out a bit late, don't you think?
Just out late taking care of another late night rush is all. There's talk of new fee hikes. People are getting edgy.
Are they? Well, glad to hear you were otherwise engaged. Wouldn't want to have to put you under suspicion for a late night behind the bushes to relieve yourself.
I don't need to do that anymore, officers. Not while I work for Penny, I don't.
But you do need to keep your head out of the clouds now, don't you, Bobby?
What do you mean by that?
What he means is, you're a good boy, Bobby Strong. See that you don't end up like your father.
And how did my father end up?
Well, we're off. Our work here is never done. Good night.
Good night, officers.
Good night, Bobby.
You were rather brave with them.
I don't care much for policemen. Those two, anyway.
Well, policemen protect the peace.
Do they?
Usually.
Didn't I see you down by the amenity this morning?
That was me. I was rushing off to work. First day.
Find your way all right?
The gleaming tower on the hill? Couldn't miss it.
Beautiful.
It is rather shiny, that's true enough.
Did you mean what you said to those policemen about everyone having a heart?
Well, sure I did.
Because, well, mine feels awful cold just now.
Cold?
Or empty. One of the two.
Well, not because of me, I hope.
No, because of something I did.
Bobby! Bobby!
Or something I didn't do.
Well, if it feels cold, that must still mean it's in there, don't you think?
Unless there's a vacuum where it used to be.
A vacuum? Inside your chest? Well, that sounds so implausible.
I did something wrong this morning, is all I'm trying to say, and I just can't get it out of my head.
The vacuum?
My action. I let someone down that I love dearly, and I feel real bad about it.
Well, maybe that's nature's way of telling you that now is the time to lift somebody up.
Really?
Well, sure. Do you think you'd be feeling as bad as you do if you didn't have a heart?
I don't know. I suppose not.
Of course you wouldn't. Because then you'd be dead. When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. Be still, hear it beating, it's leading you, follow your heart.
Follow my heart? But to where?
To wherever your heart tells you to go.
Even there?
Well, even to the clouds, if that's what your heart commands. What's it saying now?
I don't know. I don't know how to listen to my heart.
Oh, you have to listen carefully. Here, let me try it.
Do you hear?
There it is. It's saying, we all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of water for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No meanness or sorrow, just cleanness tomorrow. If only you follow your heart. You see there? Even your heart knows you should follow your heart.
Peace and joy, plenty of water. I guess I do want those things.
Well, there's something else your heart was saying. Maybe something I shouldn't have heard.
There was?
I think so. It was barely audible, but I definitely heard something.
Well, what was it?
Well, let me try again. Maybe I can make it out this time. There it is. So faint. It's saying, "Flow into the open air, far from squalor and noise. Follow, someone is waiting there. Someone who shares all your hopes and your joys." Someone is waiting there? Why, my heart was saying those exact words just the other day.
It was?
Oh, sure it was. Squalor and noise, hopes and joys. Leah was telling me about all of those things.
I didn't know two hearts could speak as one.
I didn't either. Until now. Here, listen.
Someday I'll meet someone whose heart joins with mine. Aortas and arteries all intertwine. They'll beat so much stronger than they could apart. 8 chambers of muscle to hustle the love in our heart. Love is kind and considerate. Love is peaceful and fair. Love can creep up so suddenly when you least think of Your love is there. We all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of justice for each girl and boy. That bright, shining world is just waiting to start. No anger or badness, just laughter and gladness.
If only I follow your heart. Well, good night.
Bobby. Bobby Strong.
Good night, Bobby Strong.
And good night.
Oh,
Good night. I won't forget what you said about the clouds in my heart.
and I won't forget what you said about the laughter and the gladness. Wait a minute. When will I see you again?
I'm afraid in this darkness you can't see me at all. But a bright, shining world is waiting to start. I can feel it. Come to amenity number 9 tomorrow, and I'll show it to you.
She really loves him, doesn't she, Officer Lockstock?
Why, sure she does, little Sally. He's the hero of the show. She has to love him.
Yeah, everybody loves Bobby Strong. What's it like, Officer Lockstock?
What's what like, little Sally?
Urinetown.
No, I can't tell you that, little Sally.
Why not?
Because its power relies on mystery. It's a secret. I can't just blurt out, there is no Urinetown. We just kill people. No, the information must be oozed out slowly until it bursts forth into one mighty cathartic moment. Somewhere in Act 2 with people singing and dancing, stuff like that.
Oh, I get it.
Well, it's time to get going. It's almost time for the next scene, little Sally.
The next morning at the amenity, when the new fee hikes are announced.
That's the one, little Sally.
And so, with this piece of paper, the UGC awards amenity number 9, the first of our new and entirely legal fee hikes, which we hope you all will honor and enjoy.
This is a mockery of the
Of course. No one knows better than the people at You're in Good Company how difficult times are, but research into finding long-term solutions is expensive. So for the time being, our decision is firm, and we look forward to going to Rio with our new profits.
What?
Rio? I mean, we look forward to finding lasting solutions and things like that. Good luck, Miss Pennywise. I'll see you in, well, you know where.
Miss Pennywise, you can't do this to us. It'll be off to Urinetown for the lot of us sooner or later if you do.
And it'll be off to Urinetown for me if I don't. Now get in line and have your money ready. The new fee hike money, that is.
I don't have it.
Miss Pennywise.
Bobby Strong, where the hell have you been?
I'm sorry I'm late, Miss Pennywise. I was up all night thinking is all.
Up all night thinking, is it? You work here now, Bobby. You don't have to go in the bushes anymore.
But I wasn't.
Like father, like son, that's what I say.
But it was about my father that I was thinking, Miss Pennywise. About what happened to him yesterday, about what's happening to all of us.
He broke the law yesterday, Bobby, and that's the end of it.
Well, what if the law is wrong? I said, what if the law is wrong, Miss Pennywise? What if all of this is wrong?
Wrong! You've got a sweet-looking head, Bobby. A sweet-looking head. But you keep it up there day after day and day in the clouds. And one of these days it's got to come down from there. You hear me? You get your head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong. You get it out of the clouds!
Off in the distance, there's a beautiful horizon.
All right, folks, you know the drill.
Gleaming and radiant, it's what I'll keep my eyes on.
Same as it's always been.
As the world turns to face the sun and start another day, suddenly occurs to me that maybe we can find another way. Look at the sky, full of hope and promise. It's a shining ideal, how I reel when I look at the sky.
All right, who's first? I am. Well, take your fee now, Miss Strong. The improved fee, that is.
Daily we make them pay their nickels, dimes, and quarters.
But this is all I have, Miss Pennywise.
Daily we break them because we have to follow orders.
Enough, Mrs. Strong.
And we keep filling money bags with broken life dreams. But what's it for? I can't ignore these black immoral profit-making schemes. Look at the sky, high above this madness. Here below, feel our shame. It must stop in the name of the sky.
Here's all I have, Bobby. Is it enough?
You hold on to that money, Mom.
The fee is the law, Bobby Strong. She'll abide by it or she'll join her husband.
And what if there was a new law in town, Miss Pennywise? A new law that didn't come from any voting process, or elected body, or process of judicial review, but a brand new law that came from an organ. Yeah, that's right. A muscular blood pumping organ like this one right here.
A muscular organ?
Can't you see it, Miss Pennywise? Well, if this one's too small for you, why not try this one on for size?
It's finding me! Yeah!
Look at the sky. There's a great big heart there. There's a heart in the sky. There just is. Don't ask why it's the sky.
Don't do this, Bobby. You'll regret it.
Well, I don't think so. Now, come on, Mom. This one's on the house. For everyone. Forever!
Your heart knows all things great and true.
The things their brains can never know.
Your heart points to the great big blue.
Where the people's allegiance must go.
Tell me where!
Look at the sky. That's our inspiration. We can live the sky we live when we look at the sky.
Oh, Bobby, what's to become of you? What's to become of us all?
Look at the sky. Let's see the horizon. There's one light will be shining
In the sky!
I guess you'll be off to Rio then now, I imagine.
Already got my ticket.
Good work on the floor of the legislature there, Fip. I understand it was kind of touch and go there for a little while.
Yes, well, your Beaches of Rio slideshow won them over soon enough, didn't it, Cladwell? Just like it did me all those many years ago. My God. I wish I'd never met you, Caldwell B. Cladwell.
Sorry to interrupt, Daddy. I just wanted to make sure you got your morning faxes.
Why, oh, darling, you're absolutely glowing.
I'd have to agree with you there, Caldwell. Office work certainly seems to agree with the girl. What with the, faxing and all.
And the copying.
Ah, yes. And the copying. My, you're a good girl, aren't you, Hope Cladwell? I was one too once, before I met your father.
A good girl?
You heard me.
Daddy, can I ask you a question?
Of course, darling. What is it?
Do you believe in love?
Love? Why do you ask?
Well, I met this boy, you see, and
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Cladwell. We've got a little issue.
Long time no see.
Miss Pennywise.
Anyway, sir, it's about public amenity number 9, sir. The people there have rioted.
That's nice. I mean, rioted?
They're peeing for free. Caldwell, I tried to stop them.
The assistant custodian is refusing to take people's money, sir. A young boy by the name of Bobby Strong.
Bobby Strong.
They've rescinded the Public Health Act.
And the Water Preservation Act.
But can they do that?
Strictly symbolic, sir. The crowd gathered there is an unthinkably small percentage of the population as a whole.
What's happening, Daddy? I don't understand.
I wouldn't expect a pure heart like yours to understand all this.
Mr. Barrel and I are ready, sir. Just say the word.
Caldwell, now I told you this was going to happen. It is a powder keg out there, and on that note, I seem to be reminded I have a very important flight to catch. I think I'll be seeing myself out now.
Fitz! You're not going anywhere until we nip this unpleasantness in the bud.
Nip? How so?
Well, you're a Cladwell, darling. What would you do if the very foundation of your life's work was being challenged by a rabble-rousing son of a convicted criminal?
Look deep into his heart and try to understand what made it pound so angrily.
It's angry? Nobody gets angry with me, not without a beating.
A beating? Oh, Daddy, beating people is wrong.
Life is a beating, Hope, darling. The sooner you learn that, the better.
Then life is wrong.
Embrace it, I have.
Life should be beautiful.
Life is many things, dear. Look deeper. You'll see it. I do. A little bunny in the meadow is nibbling grass without a care. He's so delightful as he hops for you. You say, hi, bunny, and he stops for you. You pull your trigger, and he drops for you. Goodbye, bunny boo. Hello, rabbit stew. Get me, boys!
You tell them, boss!
Don't be the bunny. Don't be the stew. Don't be the dinner. You have better things to do. It ain't no joke. That's why it's funny. So take your cue. Don't be the bunny. Don't be the bunny.
But Daddy, we're talking about people, not animals.
People are animals, Hope, darling.
Animals with huge incisors and big floppy feet.
Look closely, dear. You'll see them. I do. I see them everywhere. A little bunny at a toll booth. He needs a measly 50 cents. Our little bunny didn't plan ahead. Our little bunny doesn't have the bread. He begs for mercy, but gets jail instead. Hush and feathers in the air as the bunny gets the chair. See the moral people.
Clear as day, boss!
Don't be the bunny. Don't be the dope. Don't be the loser. You're much better than that, Hope. You're born to power. You're in the money. Take my advice.
It reads the bunny.
Don't be the bunny.
A little bunny in a toll booth?
You heard me.
But Daddy, bunnies don't drive cars.
Oh, don't say.
No, actually, I don't think they do.
Live long enough, Hope, darling. You'll see.
Even a daughter doubting her own father?
A little bunny in a shoebox. He thinks he's found a brand new home. Snug and cozy on your closet door. And then you open up your closet door. Now what's that bunny in my closet for? With a mallet and some clippers, you find out new bunny slippers. She's at the message down.
Behind you, boss!
Don't be the bunny. Don't be the kosher. You don't get stepped on.
No, the one who steps is you. You're stepping up. So where it's sunny, step on the board. Don't be the bunny. Don't
the money.
One at a time, everybody, one at a time. Everyone will get a turn.
Here's some cash, Bobby, just for you.
You keep your cash, friend, and relieve yourself in happiness.
A busy day so far, Bobby. Busiest on record, if these records are to be believed. How's the urinal holding out?
A little spillage, but nothing to be concerned about now. The people are happy, and that's the main thing.
It'll take a lot to keep us calm, Bobby Strong.
We're taking control of this amenity, officers, that people here pee for free.
Amenity officers, I want these people removed immediately.
Officer Lockstock, what's happening?
Why, it's the Act 1 finale, little Sally. This is where Cladwell arrives to snuff out the uprising. It's a big song and dance number involving the entire cast.
Snuff out the uprising? But what about Bobby's dreams?
Oh, dreams only come true in happy musicals, little Sally, and a few Hollywood movies. And this certainly isn't either one of those. No, dreams, they're meant to be crushed. It's nature's way.
This may not be a happy musical, Officer Lockstock, but it's still a musical. And when a little girl has been given as many lines as I have, there's still hope for dreams.
What are you doing, Bobby? I told you to follow your heart, not to seize an amenity.
And I did follow my heart, hope, thanks to you.
The amenity won't take much more of this uprising, Caldwell. Bobby's a sweet boy, but not sweet enough to sweeten up that spillage, not by a long shot.
The amenity will take as much as it has to, Miss Pennywise. The days of deprivation are over for these people.
Yeah! The days of deprivation have just begun unless this madness ends now.
Sure, Mr. Cladwell, that's what you've been saying for 20 years, and for 20 years we've waited for those long-term solutions that never came. Well, we're done waiting, you see, for a new day has dawned today, a day of hope and happiness, where the idea of human dignity is more than just a forgotten notion, but a living, breathing reality. A day, this day, where the people pay for free because the people are free. Yeah! Free. People are free. How can there be enslaved us? See how it can be through the chains he gave us. We're suffering now, some lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today.
Free people are free, how can it be enslaved us? See how we can be free from the chains he gave us. We're suffering now, such lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today.
You're having a nice to stay back here with your father, hope you. The police will want to charge soon.
Your father?
Charge! Dad, these people need understanding, not brutality.
On the contrary, Hope dear, a little brutality is just what these people need.
Oh, Daddy, wait! He only wants the people to be happy. Isn't that worth something?
Happy? Happy, you say? So you want happy Mr. Strong? Did you say happy Mr. Strong? If the people feel be as happy as a pup, with no rules and no more fees to pay, then you wouldn't be looking up. It's too bad the water that we share would fit inside a cup. Think of tomorrow, Mr. Strong. But what of tomorrow, Mr. Strong? Think of tomorrow, Mr. Strong. Our resources are as fragile as a newborn baby's soul. With your actions, you would dump the child and leave a lifeless home. Could it be you're so short-sighted, so insensitive, so dull? Think tomorrow, Mr. Strong. You are wrong, Mr. Strong. You and your socialistic gong. If the people for freedom, push the system to the brink. If today you're still in hell, how tomorrow will not change. If it's you and me, now Mr. Strong, we Prepare your man.
Get to the amenity. We'll be relatively safer in there.
Oh, Bobby, why didn't you tell me you were going to start a revolution?
It's the same as you didn't tell me that you were at Gladwell.
I'm the same girl I was last night.
Girl last night would have joined us by now.
Bobby, I told you I can't fight against my father.
And I cannot fight against him. So you can join us. You can stand aside.
Stand aside.
You heard me.
Bobby, think you're standing on the brink. You'll be arrested soon, perhaps as soon as noon. And I can never bear to see you taken where the guilty fears me, the toil of judgment seat.
Follow your heart. Where my heart leads. Now I'll do my part. Finish all these. You made me to see. Fantastically clear. When people be free.
Give up now, we'll find a way somehow to help these people free. We've got an empty thing, but if you want justice, being an anarchist, my mother's friend, see you since away from me. Strong and strong, Bobby, you can
You pick a fight you can't win today, Mr. Strong. You're rabble and no match for my men.
He's right, Bobby. He's got one, two men, and we're all so poor.
Now, release the girl and face your punishment like a man.
Release. No one's holding.
Bobby! Reason with the woman on the level sword this morning.
No shorter than yesterday, unless I'm grown!
You can punish our bodies, Mr. Gladwell, but you can never punish our spirit! Punish our body! Punishment my body!
Whoa, punishment's all you'll ever know once you release the girl.
That's it for Act 1. As you can see, the rebel corps are making their getaway with Hope as their hostage. Meanwhile, the rest of us have been thrown into confusion because, well, we're moving so damn slowly. So we don't get to catch them. Not yet. Enjoy intermission. We'll see you shortly. Urinetown. To Act 2. Things have changed a bit since we last saw each other, so I'll bring you up to speed on a few things. As you may remember, Hope was taken hostage by Bobby and the rebels, and she was used to escape due punishment from my man. Word has it they're holed up in some secret hideout somewhere, perhaps like this one. Here.
Where the hell is Bobby? And little Sally? And Old Strong? They should have been back by now.
Ah, who are we kidding? The police probably nabbed them out. It's just a matter of time before our whereabouts are tortured out of them. Then we'll be off to Urinetown for the lot of us. What's it like, you think? Urinetown? Don't even ask. No one knows for sure. I got my suspicions. Oh, yeah.
Oh, kid, everyone's got suspicions. What is Urinetown? Urinetown's the end. With the brutal punishment, no need now to pretend.
The trap's slung in your hand and they cut you down. They'll box you up and ship you out and call it Urinetown. They'll box you up and ship you out and call it Urinetown, town, 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 town. Dance? No, never do they dance. Those people down in Urinetown, they never get the chance. Dancing, forget it, never not a note, unless it's at the bottom of a rope. So get your hopes up. And I say if they're not back soon, we give it to her like the father was gonna give it to us.
People hear a lot of things about Urinetown, of course, and that's just the way we like it. For example, a little boy once asked me, is Urinetown really a nice place to live? Gingerbread houses along golden, frothy canals? Like Venice, but different? I didn't say yes. I didn't say no either.
I want them bound, damn it! I want my daughter released, and I want Bobby Strong punished!
We're working around the clock, sir, but as the sign says, it's a secret hideout, so...
Enough of your excuses, Lockstock. You have weapons. Use them!
But, sir...
What is Urinetown? Urinetown's a tool, an instrument of power to enforce my iron rule. So take your troops to all the troops and let them understand. If hope is not returned, it's Urinetown for all the land.
If hope is not returned, it's Urinetown for all the land, 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 land.
Dance, dance! Do they think I'll dance? Those people with my daughter want to make me change my stance. Dance, dance, forget it, never, no, no, no. I'll teach him not to take from me what's mine.
Sir, we should hurry. The emergency planning quorum is waiting.
Oh, yes, of course. The quorum.
Bobby, I thought Meryl saw us there for sure.
We'll have to keep on our toes, Ma. At least until we distributed the rest of these memos to the other custodians around in the city.
Do you think they'll join us?
Hard to say. They're scared like we used to be scared. But if it's true what they say about everyone having a heart, they'll be sure to join us. What is Urinetown? Urinetown's a lie. A means to keep the poor in check until the day they die. I did not shoot their dirty work, but things are different now. We'll fight for right with all our might until we win somehow.
We'll fight for right with all our might until we win somehow. How, 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 how.
Dance! Dance! Listen to it dance! My heart is like a stallion racing through a great expanse. Canyons of freedom, that's where it rolls, performing coronary summers.
Your heart is like a stallion.
I'll explain along the way, Ma. Come on, let's go.
Tell me where they're hiding, little Sally, and I'll see things go easy on you.
Easy on me. You mean like sending me to the nice part of Urinetown?
That can be arranged.
Save it for one of your other stoolies, Officer Lockstock. My heart's with the rebellion. And besides, the way I see it, I'm already in Urinetown. We all are. Even you.
Me? In Urinetown?
Sure. The way I see it, Urinetown isn't so much a place as a metaphysical place. What is Urinetown? Urinetown is here. It's the town where ever people learn to live in fear. So look around, you finally found the place you've asked about. For Urinetown is your town if you're hopeless down and out.
For Urinetown is your town if you're hopeless down and out.
For Urinetown is your town. If you're hopeless down and out. Where'd she go? Damn it. Well, welcome back. Enjoy what's left of the show. Little Sally, what did you mean by metaphysical?
I say we give her 5 seconds and we give her the rope. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah!
Gee, that was a close one. Cops crawling all over the place.
Little Sally, where the hell have you been?
Just spying up near the tower is all. Cladwell and Phipp and Miss Pennywise, they was all having a meeting up there. Some kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, quorum of sorts.
That's it. She gets the rope.
The rope?
String her up.
Wait a minute, you can't just give her the rope.
Why not?
Because killing her would make us no better than them.
Haven't you heard, little Sally? We are no better than them. If that's her voice.
Voice?
What do you think they talk about in those forums they got up there? How good we are? So listen up now. Any second those cops are gonna bust in here and bust us up like a bunch of overripe cantaloupes. So I say, as long as our juice is gonna spill all over this floor here, her juice is gonna spill too. That's her juice. Then we'll see who's better than who. Look at her there, all puffed up, got tied, with her head full of hair and her heart full of pride. One was I had enough of each arrogant girl. Big right move, let's get tough, playing rough, snuff that girl.
Snuff that girl? But killing people is wrong.
Then why does it feel
So right.
out of here in a hole on the land with a
emancipate to the entire world! Easy now, friend. I best be trying ours works best under extreme circumstances.
Perhaps like we have right here?
Yeah, exactly. Now get me the rope. Yeah, the rope!
Yes, bring her up. String up the strumpet daughter of the criminal journal and train owner, Gladwell. Kill her!
Bobby Strong.
There's no one going to be killing anyone here today.
Why not?
Because she's our security blanket, that's why.
But we're so afraid, Bobby. Killing her might make us feel powerful for a moment.
I know you're afraid, but this has got to be about more than just revenge and the vicarious thrill of stringing someone up who can't defend herself.
But why? You want to hang her for her father's crimes? I think he's just in love with her. That's what I think.
All right. Maybe I am. What?
Wait, what?
And maybe I made a promise up there. A promise that from this day forward, no man will be denied his essential humanity due to the beginnings of his pocketbook. That no man in need will be ignored by another with the means to help him. Here and now from this day forward. Because of you. And you. And you. We'll look into the faces of our fellow men and see not only a brother, but a sister as well.
What exactly does that mean?
When did he say that?
I don't exactly remember him saying that.
All I remember him saying is run for your lives, run.
Now that was in the heat of battle. And in the heat, the actual hotness of battle. The cry of freedom sounds a little like this. Run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away. My friends, you have to run, 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 run. Freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. Then you better run, 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 run. Freedom, run away. I'm frightened. As well you should be. You see, freedom is scary. It's a blast of cool wind that burns your face to wake you up. Literally? Yes. There's a trickle of sweat.
There's a trickle of sweat.
Dripping in your ear.
Dripping in your ear.
But still you gotta run. Run away.
Run away.
Now don't you fret. And never fear. Freedom's the one. Freedom, run away. There's a great big cloud with on the tail. And he's pulling his tension on your trail. Whoa, I'm simply letting you down the back. Great big flag of making tracks. Ain't no time to relax. Run, freedom, run. Run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away.
Freedom, run
My friends, you have to run, run. Freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. 3, 4.
So then you better run. Freedom, run away.
Run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away. My friend, you have to run. Freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. Then you better run. When the time comes, we'll fight the police.
But how?
With blood. Yeah. Guts. Brains if we have to. It may take years and some of us might not make it to the revolution alive. But fight on we will. For all the decades necessary until freedom rules the people of this land.
Decades? How about a real plan?
I've got a real plan.
Miss Pennywise, how did you find us?
I'd had a feeling you'd be down here, Bobby. No one knows the sewer systems like you do.
Or you?
Gladwell would like to talk to you, Bobby.
What about?
He says he wants to discuss the situation with you man to man. He says he now understands how unhappy the people of this community have become, and he wants to work out a solution with you, peacefully.
Well, that is a shortcut.
That'll save us a decade of struggle! But can we trust him?
Mr. Caldwell doesn't want to fight Miss Strong. He just wants his amenities up and running smooth and natural. That's all he's ever wanted.
What do you think, little Sally?
I think that it'd be awfully hard for your love to grow for Hope with her tied to that chair for the rest of her life.
All right, I'll go.
Bobby, no, what if it's a trick?
That's just a chance I'll have to take.
What about the girl?
She stays here. Any funny business and the girl gets it. You tell that to Caldwell.
Sure, I'll tell him. Likewise with the girl. You give it to her, we give it to him. Get me?
Well, be careful.
Oh, don't worry, Hope, darling. We'll have you out of this in no time.
Hello, Bobby.
Hello, Hope.
So, this is the bright new day you were telling me about.
I don't blame you for being angry with me, Hope, but your father left us no choice.
They may not have taught me much at the most expensive university in the world. But they taught me this much. Kidnapping people is wrong.
Really? They taught you that there?
I thought we had something special together, Bobby.
But we do have something special together, Hope. But until freedom rules the people of this land, love has about as much of a chance as a baby bunny drowning in a vat of boiling water.
Maybe less.
I didn't mean to drag you into all this, Hope.
And I didn't mean to... Gosh, I don't know what I meant to do.
Look to your heart, Hope. Maybe the answer's in there somewhere, among the tissues.
Well, wait a minute. When will I see you again? When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. Be still, hear it beating, it's leading you.
Well, you've caused an awful lot of excitement today, Mr. Strong. Gotten a lot of people really riled up.
This is only the beginning, Mr. Cladwell. The people have only just begun to fight.
Keeping my daughter confined against her will, that's how you people fight?
They fight by any means necessary.
Oh, but the streets are still ours, Mr. Strong. Your people are just hauled up in some underground sewer.
They'll be up.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Cladwell. There's been a disturbance over at amenity number 32. One at number 19 as well. Word's begun to spread.
People have gathered at all the rest. They're waiting to see what young Bobby will do.
After he meets with you, of course.
Of course. Mr. McQueen? You remember the stink years, Mr. Strong? The early years when the water table started to drop and then, well, just kept on dropping. A lot of people didn't think they had much time left, and many of us did, well, questionable things. Much like the things that are going on today. There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding, and then there was the rioting. They were rioting like there was no tomorrow, because there was no tomorrow. But there's always a tomorrow if you're tough enough to cling to it. And which is why I've asked you here today. Some people see me as an evil man.
No.
But the truth is, I'm no more evil than you or Miss Pennywise over here, or any of those people you insist on trying to lead. You see, I'm just a simple man trying to cling to tomorrow by any means necessary.
And what happens when the drought is over?
Over? Well, I guess we can always hope, but until then, our regimen of controlling consumption through the regulating mechanism of cash, well, that must continue.
Yes, the regulating mechanism of cash.
Bobby, I want you to have this cash, and I want you to tell all the people that the powers that be are willing to grant full amnesty for those involved in this week's criminal activities, as long as they're willing to return to the fee schedule as approved by the legislature. Now, be a good boy and have a good time in Rio.
So many tomorrows.
Yes.
But I'm afraid my conscience will cost you more than just a pile of cash, Mr. Cladwell.
But it's a really big pile of cash, Bobby.
Free access is the only cash that I'm interested in.
I thought we ought to have an understanding, Bobby.
Then understand this. If there truly is a way to that bright new world, we'll find it together. Not just the wealthy few, and that means free access.
Free access is impossible.
Then that's what I'll tell the people.
Stop! We will not return to the stink years, Mr. Strong. I will not allow it!
Caldwell, what are you doing?
I've spent a lifetime building this company, bribing the police and paying off the political elite and crushing the popular uprising like it was a naughty baby bunny in the palm of my right hand. And I focused all of the power to a pinpoint spot right here between these two ears. And I will not allow some dreamy-eyed boy who can't remember the stink years to ruin all that. Seize him!
But think about the girl. There's no telling what they'll do to her.
That's just a chance I'll have to take.
He really is as evil as they say.
You think that just because I love my daughter, I'll stop clinging to tomorrow?
Caldwell, what are you saying?
I closed my heart once, Pennywise. I can do it again! To Urinetown with all haste, officers, lock, stock, with all haste!
You lied to us, Gladwell! Gladwell!
Why did I listen to that man? Why did I listen to the nature of his plan? And when he talked, I should have walked, I should have walked, I should have ran. Why did I listen to that man?
You! Go to police headquarters. Tell them we need all hands on deck for tonight. You! And you! Come with me. We'll take care of these little disturbances. Macbeth!
Yes, Caldwell?
I want you to assemble the legislature. I want full authority for the coming crackdown tonight.
And dirty my hands with this bad business? Not on your life.
Don't kid yourself, Pip. Your hands are as filthy as a child's after sandbox time. But don't worry, you can wash them soon enough. Wash them on the banks of the Rio del Rio. Now, go! You! And you! Come with me!
What did I listen to that crook? A little bribe and cash is all it really took. That's how that craven toilet maven made me cave in. I'm a schnook. Why did I listen to that crook?
Let me go! You lied to us, Gladwell! You told us one thing, then you did another! That's what you did, Gladwell! That's what you did!
All right then, young Bobby, you can't keep screaming all the way down to Urinetown.
But Hope, she's still with the others. What happens to me happens to her!
What happens to you happens to all of us sooner or later.
Rather later than sooner, I'd say.
But not to Hope, anything but to Hope!
Now we finally got you. Now you're in our claws, captured in our city of laws. There's no trial or jury, nothing to discuss. Now the law is speaking through us. You did your town, I'll bring you your town. I'll wait with you to your town. Now no more fuss.
Let go of me! I have to save Hope!
There's no saving him now, Miss Pennywise.
And there may be no saving you.
Oh no? Well, take that! And that! And this! And a few of these!
Why did I listen to that boy? He spoke of hopes and dreams and filled me with such joy. How can I know he loved me so? As if for show, 'cause I his toy. Why did I listen to that boy?
So what's it like, this Urinetown that I've heard so much about?
Perhaps better for us to show ya.
What's this? Where are we?
You, my boy, stand on the very threshold to a new world.
Step through the door and Urinetown awaits.
Door? You mean a railing and pigeons? A rooftop?
And a drop.
A decisive drop.
I guess I still don't understand.
Never fear, the time of understanding is at hand.
Welcome then to the very gates of Urinetown itself.
Why did I listen to that cat?
To my dad, I went to work for him. He said he was so glad. Was he sincere?
Well, now it's clear.
And now I fear that I've been had. Why did I listen to
That crook, that's your town. That's your town.
Look, there's public amenity number 47. And the legislature. And my boy at home. Why, we're just standing on top of the UGC headquarters. And this is our town.
Yes, yes it is.
But how is it that we're in our town and in Urinetown at the same time, unless... Oh dear God, you cut them!
Over you go then.
Wait a minute! You're just gonna throw me off this roof and that's supposed to be Urinetown, Dad, this Urinetown!
That's one interpretation.
Why did I listen to that? Why did I listen to
A shovel and a mop, Mr. Barrel. You know the drill.
By now, Gladwell is not one to dilly-dally.
Oh, nice, the sirens and screams. Maybe they were celebrating.
Bobby won't let us down. He's a good boy, my Bobby, but strong. If anyone can lead us to freedom, he can.
Otherwise, we kill the girl. That is the plan, right?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Little Sally, what's going on up there? Yes?
I saw Bobby.
Yes?
I don't think the meeting went very well.
What do you mean you don't think the meeting went very well?
Well, they threw him off a building.
Who threw who off a building?
Bobby, the policeman. They threw him off a building.
The police threw Bobby off a building?
They couldn't have done such a thing. We have Cladwell's daughter.
Well, they did.
Is he okay?
Well, is he?
Oh, Bobby. The policeman came soon enough, but not before his last words.
His last words?
That's right. They were about her.
Well, what were they?
They were, tell her I love her. Tell her I'll always be with her, and I will see her in a better place where hope is always new. Ours was a short time. Ours was a love that never grew. Yet in that love there lives a brand new hope. It's calling out to you. Its call is soft and gentle, tame and fine. It's docile and benign.
The crime. What did I say? That isn't what I meant. I've lost my sense of scent. I fear my life is spent. No one is innocent.
No one is innocent. What did he mean by that?
I don't know. He started fading in and out after a while. It was a miracle he was alive at all. The fall was so horrible.
Was he talking about me? How can I not be innocent? Not innocent of what?
Not innocent. Who the hell does he think he is? Wait a minute, please. There's more. He said, tell all the people. Tell them the time is always now. Tell them to fight for what they know is right.
I've lost my sense of sight, and yet I see them. I see them standing hand in hand. I see them standing hand in hand, and cheek to cheek and glen to glen. There still is hope, I see it in this land.
If only.
Yes?
If only.
Yes?
And then he expired.
That's Cladwell lied to us.
He took my Joseph and now he takes my Bobby.
What are we gonna do now?
We're lost! Lost! I tell you, the rebellion is over!
Who's gonna lead us now?
I tell you what we're gonna do. We do to her what they did to him.
Or you can take me instead.
Miss Pennywise! Seize her! Yeah, get her. Get her first.
Yes, do what you feel you must, but please, whatever you do, please spare the child.
Old woman, been grasping and conniving all your days. Why so giving now?
Because Hope is my daughter, and I am her mother. Yes, Hope dear, it's true. I am your mother, the one-time lover of Caldwell B. Clyde. Call me what you will, but it was during the stink years, you see. No one thought they had much time then. So many of us did questionable things. There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding, but there was also the fond farewells and the late-night trysts. Life was an explosion full of riots, cheap cabarets, dancing girls.
And love?
Oh yes, and love. There was love like there was no tomorrow. For there was no tomorrow. But there is always a tomorrow. Of some kind or another. After you were born, Caldwell made me promise never to reveal my identity to you. But never in my wildest.
Enough! My heart is telling me so many things right now, as you can all well imagine. But the one thing that is bellowing louder than anything is that when there is wrong in the world, we must right it.
Seriously? One down.
You did a wonderful thing by coming here, Miss Pennywise. Mom. And perhaps, if you can reform yourself, we can reform more than we know. Ladies and gentlemen of the rebellion, if you want to do to me what they did to Bobby, I wouldn't blame you.
Seize her!
Oh, no, but whoa. Oh. Hey, but if this righteous rebellion were to peter out in Bobby's absence, sending his memory into oblivion, then I would blame you, all of you. Kill me, and the rebellion dies with me. Let me lead you, and the rebellion will triumph.
Lead us? She's mad.
Lead you right into the very nerve center of my father's empire. I've got a key. Ooh. And the guards know not to question me. But once there, we'll question Daddy. Oh dear, yes, we question him plenty.
Why should we trust you?
Because Bobby, your hero, loved me. And I loved him.
Well, Hope, dear, on behalf of the people of the revolution, maybe we too could love you in time.
Oh! It's all that really matters after all, right? Love? Let's go do to them what they were ultimately going to do to us.
Yeah!
The lust for saving water, man his daughter up for dead.
Like it told you,
Absolute maze, that's what the sewer system is.
I'm gonna go down and give it another look. You stay up here to guard the streets.
I've been Mr. Lockstock, do you ever have doubts about what we've been doing? About the killings and all?
May surprise you to learn that sometimes I do, Mr. Barrel, but the health and security of this town are my top concerns. I love the people of this community, Mr. Barrel, very much. Clapwell's regulations may be their only chance.
And I love you very much.
I see.
Well, that went pretty well.
I am perfectly capable of finding my own way to the legislature. Thank you.
No offense,
what with the coming crackdown and all.
And what if I am flying the coop? What if I'm on my way to the airport right now to get the last ticket out of town on the way to Rio? What would you say to that?
Can I come?
Those who may go from debasing, need erasing, need the knife. Let their blood flow like Campari. We're not sorry, hey, that's life. We're not sorry, they like we're not sorry. They're rifles, dropping the rifles, smoke us down, now it's we're not sorry, safari. We're not sorry, they're not sorry. I'm not sorry, no one's sorry, no one's sorry. Till they get to your grave.
Any word from lock, stock, and barrel, Mr. McQueen?
Not yet, sir. Let's go searching the sewer system.
Which is where they'll be keeping hope, I imagine. I just hope that when we meet again in heaven, that she can find it in the vastness of her heart to forgive me.
Giving up on me so soon, Daddy?
Miss Clive, what an unexpected surprise.
Is there any other kind?
Oh, darling, thank God you're safe.
I'm not safe yet, Daddy, but I will be. Soon, all the people of this land will be safe.
Most of us, anyway. It's all over, Caldwell. We've come to take you away.
Take me away to where?
To the same place you sent young Bobby!
And also and so, and all those who wouldn't
Or couldn't?
pay your fee hikes.
Seize him!
Oh, darling, what's the meaning of this?
I've joined the rebellion, Daddy. And as for you, I think it's time you joined the expat community in Urinetown.
But how? You need me more than you know.
The only thing we need now, Daddy, is freedom. For the people. And love. Oh, yes, and love.
I used to think the same thing, Hope, dear, but that was before the stink years. You see, worldwide ecological devastation has a way of changing a man. You're too young to know it now, but there are more important things in life than love, like food, water, and shelter, for example.
And piles of cash.
Oh, it wasn't just piles of cash, Miss Pennywise. It was an awful lot of cash. So long, power, so long, money, find a bunny this time round.
Remember when our nights were starry?
Aren't you sorry?
Sure, I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry,
Just Take him away.
I regret nothing, you hear me? Nothing. I may have been a bad father and a cruel and vicious man, but I kept the pee off the streets and the water in the ground. You hear me? I kept the water in the
Well, what now, Miss Gladwell?
Now is the beginning for all of us.
Now is a new day, when each of us, regardless of race, creed, class, or criminal history, can come together as one people and share the fruits of our labor as one. Today is the dawning of a new age of compassion and the right to do whatever you like, whenever you like, with whomever you like. In whatever location you like. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the final day of an age of fear, an age that lasted far too long. Today marks the first day of a new age. A new age of...
Please don't say the line.
Hope.
That's it.
You got it, girl. I see a river.
Oh, yeah.
What's she doing?
Flowing for freedom. I see a river just in view. Yes, ma'am. I see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river straight and true. Come to the river flowing for justice. Come to the river rendezvous. Come to the river flowing justice. All for people, me and you.
Well, as you guessed, Hope took over her father's business, instituting a series of reforms that opened up the public bathrooms to all the people to pee for free whenever they liked, however they liked, as much as they liked, and with whomever they liked. The UGC was renamed the Bobby Strong Memorial Toilet Authority and was operated as a public trust for the benefit of the public.
Say, Officer Lockstock, where'd you go?
Oh, just keeping my head down, little Sally. Something you should learn to do.
But aren't you afraid the rebels will see you?
Oh, I may be a cop, little Sally, but I'm also the narrator. So no one can touch me. Not if they want the show to end.
So many people peeing at will. Thanks to the rebellion, the world is a much better place.
Actually, Miss Cladwell, your father commissioned a study of water consumption just before...
My father was a tyrant. We need never fear him again. Justice is the only tyrant we need obey. Sisters and brothers fighting for the river. Fathers and mothers, babies too. All in the family push toward the river. Shove toward the river, why don't you? Step in the river, wade in the river, soak in the river, through and through. Once in the river, you are the river. Friends on the shoreline, don't get too.
Of course, it wasn't long before the water turned silty, brackish, and then disappeared altogether. As cruel as Caldwell B. Cladwell was, his measures effectively regulated water consumption, sparing the town the same fate as the phantom Urinetown. Hope chose to ignore the warning signs, however, preferring to bask in the love of the people for as long as it lasted.
What kind of musical is this, Officer Lockstock? The good guys finally take over and everything starts falling apart?
Like I said, little Sally, this isn't a happy musical.
But the music's so happy.
Yes, little Sally, yes it is.
Such a fever. If only I had a cold glass of water, maybe I could have a fighting chance.
But don't you see, Mrs. Strong? The glass of water is inside you. It always has been.
It has?
Of course it has. Don't you know what you are?
A river?
That's right. We all are.
You are a river, I am a river. He is a river, she
I don't think too many people are going to come to see this musical, Officer Longstar.
Now, why do you say that, little Sally? Don't you think people want to be told their way of life is unsustainable?
That and the title's awful. Can't we do a happy musical next time?
If there is a next time, little Sally, I'm sure we can. Well, that's our story. Hope eventually joined her father in a manner not quite so gentle. Mr. McQueen opened up a bottling factory just outside of Brasilia, which did rather well until the Amazon dried up. Then he moved. As for the people of this town, well, they did the best they could. But they were prepared for the world they inherited. Weaned as they were on the legend born of their founding fathers' scare tactics. For when the water dried up, they recognized their town for what it really was. What it was always waiting to be.
This is your town. Always has been your town. This place is called your town.
Hail Malthus!
Hail Malthus!
Thank you, and good night.
Bern!